Hi everyone, I'm Sergio, and today we'll be discussing the key differences between our dial and digital hardness testers. Hardness testing is a fundamental part of quality control, helping ensure materials meet required strength and durability standards. From traditional hardness testers to modern digital systems, the way we measure hardness has evolved to improve accuracy, consistency, ease of use, and efficiency. While dial testers offer simplicity and reliability, digital testers provide clear readings and expanded functionality for today's manufacturing standards. In this video, we'll explore both digital and dial options, highlight their key features, and show you how to get the most out of your hardness tester. Before we dive into the fundamentals of hardness testing, let's take a quick look at what's included with each system. Both the digital and dial testers come equipped with the essential components needed to perform Rockwell testing, including indenters, anvils, and calibration test blocks. The digital version includes 3 anvils, a 60mm flat, 150mm flat, and a V-shaped anvil. 3 calibration discs that include 2 HRC blocks and 1 HRBW block, 2 indenters, a 120-degree diamond cone, and a 1/16-inch steel ball indenter. The dial version includes the same 3 anvils as the digital version, the same 120-degree diamond cone and 1/16-inch steel ball indenter, and an expanded set of calibration discs including 2 HRA, 3 HRBW, and 3 HRC blocks for broader scale verification. These components allow both systems to perform a wide range of Rockwell hardness tests across different materials and applications. First, let's go over the importance of assessing a material's hardness. Hardness is a critical material property that directly influences performance, manufacturability, and service life in engineered components. From a material selection standpoint, hardness helps to determine a material's resistance to wear, deformation, and surface damage, making it crucial for matching the right material to its intended application. From a manufacturing standpoint, hardness verification is equally important to ensure the material is not excessively hard for the cutting tool being used. Using the incorrect cutting tools on certain materials can result in accelerated tool wear, induced chatter, and can even compromise dimensional accuracy and surface finish. By having a predictive and diagnostic method of testing, this allows the user to bridge design with real-world performance and process reliability. What is a Rockwell hardness test and what does it measure? This method of testing is used to determine a material's resistance to penetration under a controlled load. It works by measuring the depth of an indenture's penetration into a material. The test is performed in 2 stages. 1. A minor load, F0, is first applied to establish a consistent starting point and seat the indenture. 2. A major load, F1, is then applied, increasing the penetration into the material. 3. After removing the major load, while maintaining the minor load, the system measures the difference in depth, E. The main formula can be expressed as HR equals capital E minus lowercase e, or HR equals N minus H multiplied by D. Both formulas are mathematically identical, but just express the same scaling factor in different ways. For now, we'll use the first formula of HR equals capital E minus lowercase e. E is a constant depending on the form of the indenter being used. E can be expressed as either 100 when the 120-degree diamond indenter is being used, or 130 when the 1/16 steel ball indenter is being used. Lowercase e is the permanent indentation depth in millimeters caused by the major load, expressed in units of 2 microns, or depth divided by 2 microns. Rockwell hardness is based on how deep the indenter penetrates, but because those depth changes are extremely small, the system scales them where each hardness unit represents just 2 microns of movement. This allows the tester to convert a tiny physical measurement into a clear, standardized hardness value. For example, my indenter is a 120-degree diamond, which makes it my known E of 100. My theoretical indentation depth is 118 microns. We must divide by 2 microns as a scaling factor to convert from physical depth to hardness units. HR equals 100 minus 118 microns divided by 2 microns. As a result, HR equals 41. Now let's compare between the dial and digital systems. To start off, we'll go over load capabilities. Both dial and digital testers in these systems can apply 60, 100, and 150 kilogram force loads, allowing them to perform multiple Rockwell scales depending on the indenter used. However, the dial version is limited to directly displaying Rockwell B and C scales, as those are the only scales printed on the dial face. While additional scales such as Rockwell A can be performed, they would require manual conversion. In contrast, the digital tester is not limited by a fixed scale, allowing it to calculate and display multiple Rockwell values directly, improving flexibility and ease of use. It's important to note that the selected load alone does not define the scale, as the indenture type must also match the intended Rockwell scale. For example, if we are measuring for Rockwell C, HRC, we will need to use a 120-degree diamond cone indenture and set the weight at 150 kgf. Matching the correct load and indenture is critical to ensuring accurate and meaningful hardness results. Whenever possible, hardness should be measured directly in the desired scale rather than relying on conversions, as converted values are only approximate and depend on material properties. Before performing any testing, it is important to ensure that the unit is properly installed and has sufficient travel. In order to allow the lead screw to reach its full range of motion, a hole must be drilled into the work table beneath the tester. A hole size of approximately 100 millimeters is recommended. Providing this clearance allows the system to utilize its full vertical travel. With the proper hole in its place, the digital tester offers up to 6.9 inches of clearance, while the dial version provides up to 6.7 inches. Without this clearance, the tester range may be limited, which can restrict the size of parts that can be measured. Let's go over how to perform a hardness test and how each system behaves throughout the process. Along with dimensional capacity, the tester also has a defined load limit. The maximum specimen weight for both digital and dial models is 66 pounds or 30 kilograms. This limit must be observed to maintain measurement integrity and prevent mechanical strain on the system. Before taking a measurement, verify that the correct indenture is installed and that the test weights are properly engaging at each load setting. If the system is not correctly setting between cycles, it can lead to inaccurate readings or inconsistent results. This can be verified by removing the rear cover and confirming the forks are engaging as expected. At 60 kgf, both the B and C forks should be engaged. At 100 kgf, only the C fork should be engaged. At 150 kgf, all forks should be disengaged. Once the weights have been verified, the tester can be set up for the desired scale. For this example, we will perform a Rockwell C test by selecting the 150 kgf load, installing the 120-degree diamond cone indenture, and placing the sample on the anvil. Next, slowly raise the test bench to apply the preliminary load. On the dial version, continue raising the bench until the small needle aligns with the center of the red dot. Manually rotate the dial face to align the B and C to the larger needle. Aligning the needle with the red dot effectively zeroes the dial, ensures that the minor load indentation is accounted for, and the major load only measures the additional penetration. On the digital version, raise the bench until the on-screen indicator aligns with the green reference line, and an audible beep is heard. Both the red dot and the green line represent the minor load, which establishes the reference point for the measurement. At this stage, the operation of the two systems begins to differ. On the dial tester, the load handle must be released forward to apply the major load. The unloading handle will then begin to move automatically. The speed of the movement may vary depending on the adjustment valve located at the rear of the machine. Once the unloading handle has fully settled, it should be returned smoothly to its original position within approximately 2 seconds. The hardness value can then be read directly from the dial face using the appropriate scale and recorded. The digital version, on the other hand, is a semi-automatic and offers a more guided workflow. Before applying the test, the Rockwell scale is selected directly on the display based on the material and application. The system will indicate the recommended indenture type and corresponding test force. Additional settings such as hardness scale conversions or dwell times can also be configured if required. Once the setup is complete, raise the test bench to reach the preliminary load as previously described. After the reference point is established, the system will automatically apply the major load. During the test, the hand wheel should not be moved. The system will measure the indentation depth, calculate the hardness value, and display the results directly on the screen. This semi-automatic operation reduces operator interpretation, improves repeatability, and allows for faster, more consistent measurements compared to the dial system. In addition to simplifying the testing process, the digital harness tester provides a range of advanced features. One of the primary advantages is the ability to select different measuring scales directly from the interface. This allows the operator to quickly switch between Rockwell scales depending on the material and application, without needing to manually interpret or convert results. This is especially useful in environments where multiple material types are being tested. The system also supports hardness conversion scales, allowing results to be automatically converted into other commonly used hardness standards. This eliminates the need for external conversion charts and reduces the risk of calculation errors when working across different specifications or customer requirements. In addition, the tester allows you to select between DIN and ASTM standards. This ensures that measurements are aligned with the appropriate international or regional testing requirements. Another important feature is the ability to adjust dwell time. Dwell time controls how long the major load is applied during the test. Certain materials, such as softer metals or surface-treated components, may require a longer dwell time to stabilize the indentation and produce an accurate reading. Having this control allows the operator to fine-tune the tester for improved consistency and reliability. The system also includes an option for applying corrections to the measurements, either directly through the control or manually. This feature allows the operator to apply a correction factor when measuring against a known reference value, such as a certified test block, ensuring the system aligns accurately with the expected results. For data management, the tester provides the ability to view individual test results as well as group data. This allows operators to track multiple measurements, identify trends, and verify consistency across a batch of parts. Group data is particularly useful in environments where averaging and variation between samples needs to be monitored. The unit also includes a print function, however, this feature is not currently supported during the making of this video. Overall, both dial and digital hardness testers rely on the same fundamental Rockwell testing principles. The dial tester offers a simple and reliable solution for basic hardness testing, while the digital tester enhances the process with improved readability, guided operation, and advanced features for data management and consistency. Regardless of the system used, proper setup, correct scale, and indenter selection, and consistent testing techniques are critical to achieving accurate and repeatable results. By understanding how each system operates and utilizing the available features correctly, you can ensure reliable hardness measurements across a wide range of applications. Thanks for watching.